Allow yourself the universal energies to come within you. Sometimes it's ugly, and sometimes it's not pretty. Actually, most of the times it's not ugly and it's not pretty, and it's extremely uncomfortable. But I really wanted to be here for you guys tonight in the way that I wanted to share with you whatever message it is you guys needed to hear. So I sit in meditation and I journal and I do yoga and I cry and I let go and I ask God, the universe, my angels, my guides, whatever it is that's out there, to give me the information, share with me the knowledge that I'm supposed to share with you guys. Like, what is it that you guys need to know? And to be honest with you, the message I got from today for you guys, and there's somebody here who needs to hear this message. When I was in meditation, I got this visualization of watching a woman in a wedding dress walk down an aisle, and it was a very dark church. There was very, maybe one or two people in the pews, very little support. Okay, and see how this represents in your life. Okay, great. This is a visual. The woman walks down an aisle and she's getting married, and there's a man standing there at the end of the aisle. But the entire time, her face is down, she's gloomy, and she's staring at her flowers. She's not excited, she's not happy. She's just kind of there, she's kind of going through the motions, she's complacent. Which I think relates to a lot of you guys. There might be a situation in your life where you're kind of just walking through. You're running through the motions. You're kind of just letting things happen to you. You might be letting go of control in the way that you just don't want to take responsibility for saying no. But so she's walking down the aisle and she's in front of the person she's supposed to marry. Mind you, it's a dark area. There's nobody in the church. One or two people in the pews. Very little support. And she says yes with her voice without looking up at the person she's marrying, but she says no with all of her energy and all of her body, and she's staring down at her flowers and she's crying. So there might be, and the question that came to me, the message that I got that I'm supposed to share with you guys and you're supposed to ask yourselves is, hold on, I wrote it down because I don't want to mess it up. Oh, the question is, what kind of relationship are you in with your past? Like, are you still married to bad habits? Are you still involved and married and committed to toxic people or toxic things? Are you saying yes when really you want to say no? Are you giving your control over to somebody because you just don't want to take control of it? Yeah. That's the message, is what kind of relationship are you in with your past? Are you married to bad habits? Or maybe just take the easy way out. Some people might be taking the easy way out. So Lil Nat asked about a relationship between two people, two different signs. One, Little Nat, my beautiful, beautiful little soul, you. I don't know much about Sagittariuses. Two, it's extremely difficult, damn near impossible, to decide whether a relationship between two signs, especially when you only know their sun signs, is compatible. Because you can say that water and fire, or let's say water and wind. We can say water and wind isn't good for each other, right? Or water and fire is not good for each other. But there are aspects of each of those elements that are purposeful and they make sense and they're helpful for each other. Yes, there are aspects that are super destructive and one cannot exist if the other one is present. But to say that a Taurus sun sign and a Scorpio sun sign can't be together would be like It would be like saying that in general, you're not a good girlfriend to have because you experience sadness. You can only be good for somebody else in another relationship if you know how to be happy all the time. But there are so many different aspects of you. You feel sadness, you have fear, we all have different experiences. We all have different strengths in different areas of our life. A sun sign is very generic and very, very, very surface level about somebody. It's like reading just the title of the book. Is this book going to be good for me? I don't know, bitch. You got to read it. You have to understand that there's so many other aspects and layers and important parts to everybody's personalities, and it's not just dependent on their sun sign. Learn that. If you want to know more about whether somebody is compatible with you or not, do your natal chart. Like, figure out what your moon sign is, figure out what your rising sign is, and then have that other person do the same thing. Because though you might not be compatible romantically, that person might be the best freaking business partner you could have ever found in your entire life. Because no, they can't be loyal to you sexually, but they can be trusted with insight about finances. Does that make sense? Their communication is great. Loyalty, not so much. They don't have to be your everything. They can be something to you, though. So, Little Nat asked how a sign makes you you. Like, how do you take on the traits of the sign that you were just given? So, if we agree that everything in this world is energy, what's up, Mr. Smooth? If everything in this world is energy, and the stars and the planets is just a bunch of energy, right? And everything holds a different type of energy through the vibes and frequencies of vibration. So something that is more dense is going to have a lower vibration, and things that are more open space has a high vibration. So it's all based on vibes and frequencies and energy. Stars and planets and the cosmos and the night sky, that carries its own energy too. So the reason why people use astrology as a way to help determine your personality traits and your character traits is because when you were born, like when your little being, your little baby body self came out of another human being on this planet, there was things happening outside of you in the sky at the same exact time that you were being born. So as those energies, wherever they were in the sky, those energies are the energies that you are absorbing into your system.